What I want to do is help you avoid making one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of people make within this industry. Whenever someone tries to come online to make money from home, what they get sucked in by is something called push button money. I remember when I first came online back in 2008, I remember seeing all these push button systems that people were trying to offer, that you pay for like something like $100 and the system is supposed to generate traffic leads and generate your sales for you. None of those systems work. I tried them. Very convincing sales pages, very classic. And if you have seen a number of them, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of those are on ClickBank, and there's a number of other websites that people release every couple of years as they generate probably their full-time income selling complete rubbish. So don't get sucked in by push button money. Because the fact is, money comes from somewhere. Now I want you to really contemplate where money is coming from, because there is a false idea. The false idea, and I'll just write this here, is that if someone is making money, someone is losing money. This is a false idea. And I know that there's a number of people that really believe that, but I want you to think about this for a minute, that if you go to the store and you're purchasing things that you need, you're not losing money. In fact, you're actually saving money in a lot of ways, because if you had to manufacture your own goods, or that one single ice cream sandwich, or that one single whatever it is that you purchase, even if you purchase in bulk, if just the amount that you've purchased was created by yourself, the cost to create it would be more than just buying it at the store. So you're actually not losing anything, and you're also saving time for having to develop it yourself. So there's some real great benefits in purchasing goods and services at a store or online or wherever. So that's where it's important to remember that money is made by offering something of value. Okay? And that's something that if you're online to make real money, you have to remember that word, value. How is something that you're offering going to benefit somebody else? Now, this is a really great time for you to really be not only self-reflective on what it is that you can offer, but also as a customer, what you're buying. When somebody is offering you something, look at it in terms of what it can help you do, what it can help you achieve, how it'll benefit you in any sort of way. Because if you can find a way that it can help you achieve something more, then you can actually become a better salesperson. You've probably heard this, that when you believe in something yourself, then you become a better sales associate. And it's true. People sponsor things much more effectively when they believe in what it is that they're offering. And if they have experienced the benefits and received results for whatever it is that they've purchased. Okay? So if you are just buying something because a sponsor has told you to buy it because you're going to turn around and sell it, and you're struggling because you're not selling it very effectively, it's probably because you haven't recognized the value in what it is that you're offering. You haven't been able to recognize the benefits. Now, if you don't know what benefits means, what that basically is what is in it for the customer to buy what you're offering. That's what benefits are. What's in it for the customer? And each of you, whenever I'm sure that you go to a website that's offering something, you're asking yourself, what good is this to me? How can I squeeze all the value out of this to benefit so that I can achieve what it is that I'm trying to do? That's something that a lot of people don't fully recognize yet about a lot of things. And that's something that is important for you to recognize as someone who's online as a marketer, is that people do not see the value and the benefits their very first visit on a website. And so sometimes people, they sometimes say, you know what, I advertised on that Safe List or Traffic Exchange or wherever they've advertised, and they say, you know what, that advertising doesn't work. But the truth is, the advertising did work, because advertising really is what? I mean, I really want you to really think about this. What is advertising? Advertising is placing your brand, your offer out in front of people. Real people. So if advertising does that, if it places your brand, your offer out in front of people, and your website receives real visitors, the advertising worked. If you didn't get a sale or you didn't get a sign up, then what really didn't work is your ability to communicate the value and the benefits of your offer. How someone can actually truly benefit from you, your services, your offer, your products, whatever it is that you're promoting. They're not seeing it. And so there's a couple of things that need to happen. You need to increase the amount of time that they're on the site, the exposure, the number of exposures, the number of times that somebody is individually visiting your website, and maybe tweak the way that your website is positioning the benefits and the value. And what that is often called is a proposition statement. You have to be able to adequately express how your offer is going to help people. So for example, with Adhitprofits, how does Adhitprofits help people? And that truly is to get people's brand and offer out in front of people. I mean, there's lots of people who go to Google and search for websites that can provide them website traffic and internet advertising. And that's one of the great things about Adhitprofits is we do offer real services that will place brand recognition, will help increase brand recognition, place your brand out in front of real people, thousands of people. And the great thing also to remember is that when you purchase just a small number of visitors, one of the things I mentioned is exposure. You want the same people to see your website 7 or more times. And if you're purchasing like 500 visitors, those 500 people might have seen it, and that's now their first time seeing it. And if you purchase 500 more on a website that has over 36,000 members, chances are those same 500 people will not view that same web page. And so you need to really up the amount of people that you are having see your website, and not just the amount of people on just one advertising resource, but utilizing as many resources as you can, because the same people that are utilizing advertising services on Adhitprofits are also on multiple advertising exchanges, pay-to-click websites, Safe Lists, and all over the web, everywhere. So if they're seeing your website, your brand in more than one location, that helps your brand become more recognized. And so that's one of the great things about Adhitprofits is we have so much of the industry right here on Adhitprofits. So that's one of the benefits. That's part of the value. And so as you're referring people to use advertising resources on Adhitprofits, you, from your point of view, you're doing it, your benefit, the reason what's in it for you to tell people about the advertising services is you're going to earn some money. You're going to make some commissions. And if you're focusing on that commission as you're talking to people, they will not see the true value and benefit of utilizing Adhitprofit services. Now you can apply this to whatever business opportunity you're promoting out there. Focus on what it is that the person can actually utilize. And if you're trying to grow a downline within a multi-level marketing opportunity, what a lot of people have been effectively using is what's in it for you to join our team, and they talk about the tools, training, the resources that they make available to you. They talk about the services that you're going to be able to utilize, or the products that are involved with the opportunity, and how those products can benefit you. And they talk about their leadership and the strength all of these types of things that people can become attractive to. So what's in it for them to join with you? And that's what's so important, really, when you're promoting something, is that you create a brand. You need to. If you're promoting just a company replicated website and you're not earning the kind of income that you want online, well, that's why. Because when people are Googling your ad that you're promoting maybe very hard in many different locations, and the link that you're promoting is your company replicated website. It's your referral link. And you're benefiting the brand of that service and helping get that brand out there. But what you want to do, if you really want to increase your income, is to create a brand, create your own website and promote that. Stand out as a leader. Stand out as someone that says what's in it for the visitor on your website, what's in it for someone to join with you. And when you can create something, some reason, a benefit and value for getting involved with you rather than anyone else, that's when you increase your sales. And a lot of people, what they do is they start to recognize all of these things that I've been saying, which it took me a couple of years, really. I mean, I started online back in 2008. I wasn't making a full-time income until 2010. And it was really when I first created my own website, I started sponsoring people in my income opportunity a lot better and a lot more people and a lot faster when I created my own website and had my own autoresponder lead capture pages and followed up with my team. I mean, that's something that's important to remember, because one of the things that you'll want to do is help people know you, like you, and trust you. And that's something that's important to remember. And when you're advertising, what you're actually wanting to do is collect leads, because what that basically is creating your own advertising resource. That's really it. I can't say it any more plain than that. When you collect leads, what you're doing is you're creating your own advertising resource. So as you're purchasing advertising on multiple different websites and you've brought people to your website that's branded, so when they Google you later, they'll come to your website rather than somebody else's, and they're signing up to your list, you're actually creating your own advertising resource that you can follow up with later and talk with them and help them see the value and the benefits. So first, what you want to do is create a reason why people will want to sign up for your list. And that reason is called a lead magnet. You can learn all about lead magnets from Mike Dillard, Magnetic Sponsoring. There's lots of resources all over the internet that are talking about this exact same concept, this exact same model that I'm talking about. So it's nothing new to the industry. It might be new to you. Definitely do a lot of research about it so that you can really understand. But basically what a lead magnet is what's in it for the visitor to sign up for your list. What are they getting out of giving you their name and email or their phone number? That's really basically what it is. And then that way, as it's hard for them at first blush to see the value and the benefits of your offer, you can follow up, introduce yourself to them, maybe send out a link to a Skype group that you've created for your team so you can all connect and become a community as you being recognized as the leader. And that's something that's very, very important. As you stand out as a leader, one, having knowledge, then people start to look towards what you say. Now, another thing that's very important as well is to be honest. When you have integrity, people will trust you more. And if you provide real, valuable information that people can take, use, apply, and become more successful, they'll look towards you in the future as well. And so there's a lot of different people out on the internet that what they look at is that quick dollar. Like I said before, that push button money. And so they're not thinking about tomorrow so much. They're thinking about right now, today. And if they can rip you off today, then okay. And they'll try later, maybe. And maybe you'll be more smart the next time and you won't allow them to rip them off or be ripped off by them. But it's important for you to understand that if you're honest, then these people, even if what it is that you have today isn't going to be able to be valuable to them or they can't benefit from it, the more that you show them that you really care about them, the more they will want to learn more about what it is that you have. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. I mean, you probably have heard this statement before. The more that you show people that you care about them, the more people will want to listen to you. People generally want help. They are struggling with something. They're trying to achieve a goal. And if you can help them see and recognize that you are going to be used as an instrument in helping them achieve what they're trying to reach, they will use you. And if you can make that relationship profitable for the both of you, then this is going to be displayed as being completely false. Because when somebody, and what I mean by this, I mean this statement that if someone's making money, someone is losing money. Because in your relationship, you are making money and you're helping them make more money through following what it is that you're offering. And that's one of the things that I attempt to always do, is share valuable tools and resources, information that people can take, learn, and apply and utilize to increase their income online. Now I'm going to share with you another thing that's very important to understand, is something called market, margin, and multiples. That's kind of the secret to wealth, so to speak, because along with this, there's just so much that we could really get into. But with income online opportunities or any kind of business, really, what you need is a market. You need a group that you're targeting. You need to know what it is that you are offering, and it has to be of value to a community of people, and that's your market. The more people that are interested in what it is that you're offering, the more sales opportunities that you have. And there's some people that say that if you have competition, that's a bad thing. No, the more competition you have, the better, because what that means is that there's a real market for it, and it's not going to be a risky market to get involved with. It's more risky to get involved with a market where there is absolutely no competition. You're coming out with a fresh new idea that nobody really even wants, or you don't know if they want it. So you have to test the market to see who's interested in things like that. But if you already know that people are interested in something, then there's some safety there. And that's what I looked at with Adhitprofits, is there is a real market for internet advertising. A lot of people are purchasing internet advertising all over the place on a lot of different websites. So I know that there's a market and there's a lot of competition for it. And that's where I look at, okay, how do I position the benefit of getting involved with Adhitprofits versus other advertising resources? And that's where I showed the Alexa traffic rank compared to other popular websites. People have been talking to me about the results they're getting on Adhitprofits being better, and the amount of money that they spend on traffic becoming less than where they spend elsewhere. And there's also people that have been talking about the customer service that they experience on Adhitprofits has been better than what they've achieved or experienced anywhere else. So there's some of the things that we try to stand out and become better than competition, because that's really what it comes down to, is how do you really stand out in the market? So that's the market aspect. Another thing about market is you've got to do marketing. Okay, and that kind of goes along with what Adhitprofits is all about as well, is you've got to have website traffic if you only have a website. Or if it's a business like a brick and mortar store, you need people to be passing by your store, foot traffic or car traffic. You need to have people see your store, your offer. That's important. Television commercials, all of those things. You need to get your name brand out there for people to say, I think I want to try that. Okay. Another thing that you need along with marketing is a way to be able to follow up with people who have tried your services or are using your services. And a lot of companies today, you'll see that you have to register your product. And that's so that they are now entering you into a sales newsletter or maybe a follow-up letter just to see how you are enjoying your product, how you're enjoying the services that that you've purchased, so that they can improve them, so that they can offer you more products and services that you're looking for. Because if you say, you know what, this was a good service, but this is what I'm really looking for, they can listen to it and offer you that, and then of course make more money. So there's lots of real great value in that. So if you have started online, what you need to do is really think about getting your own website and a lead capture system of some sort, whether that's your own website with an Aweber link or what have you, something that's going to help you capture those leads so that you can follow up. Following up is key, and it's mainly because what I said before is that it takes people about 7 times or more to see something before they really act on an offer, before they can really see the true value and the benefits of what your offer is. You've got to be able to follow up with them. You've got to be able to clarify and help people recognize what it is that you're offering so that they can make a more informed decision, because sometimes people just sign up for a list and they forget about it. But if you remind them what it is that they were interested in, the reason why they signed up for in the first place, the what's in it for them, then they start to say, you know what, it's true. That is what I've been trying to get. That is what I'm trying to achieve. And I see how what you're offering me is going to help me get what I'm trying to get. Which a lot of people within the income opportunity industry, they're looking to get more website traffic. They're looking to get, generate more leads to their business. They're looking to make more money. And those are the great things about Adhitprofits advertising services. That's the what's in it for people to use our services, is to be able to get those things for their businesses. Now, another thing that you have to understand is after you've got the traffic and the leads, you've got to know what you're offering. Know your customer. You need to know what it is that they want. So get to know these people through your follow-up. Don't just constantly hound them and sell to them, but really listen to the feedback. Find out what it is that they want and offer that to them as well, of course. There's all kinds of things that go along with marketing, and I could only recommend that you take a marketing class at a business college of some kind to really understand what understanding and knowing your market is, why that's so important, why marketing and advertising is so important if you want to make money. That's very important. Now, another thing about this is margin. Margin basically means that if you have a certain cost to produce something and you sell it, you want to sell it for more than what it has cost you to develop or create it. And so that's where, if you're starting your own business or if you're selling something, what you want to do is find a way to sell more than what it cost you to be in business. That's a margin. And the more of the margin that you have, of course, there's more profits, but there's another element here, is multiples. Because the interesting thing with that, and I first learned about this watching a movie, apparently this guy was getting some kind of cutback whenever someone purchased a certain brand of coffee. And that cutback was something like 2, 3, maybe 5 cents or something each cup of coffee, because of something that he did to enhance the company logo, or I don't remember what it was. Maybe he designed a sleeve of the coffee. I don't remember what it was. But he received some portion of every sale. Now, if you think about 5 cents, that's not much of a margin. But when you multiply it by millions of cups of coffee that were sold by this company in the movie every single day, that actually does turn out to be quite a healthy and significant income. So that's something that a lot of people, what they say is, you know what, I'm not earning very much. But if you multiplied that, then your earnings actually increase. And so that's where a term of leverage comes involved with income opportunities, where basically what that means is, if it costs you let's say $5 for something and you get $3 commissions, then your margin begins when you sell 2 items. Okay? That's the concept, is you have to sell 2 things. That's the multiples aspect. So if you can sell 1,000, then that equals $3,000, but it cost you only 5. That's leverage. That's what leverage is all about. So when people say that they're not earning very much in their income opportunity, what they're really saying is they are having a hard time positioning the value and benefits. They're having a hard time getting website traffic that generates leads. They're having a hard time creating a brand, collecting those leads, getting to know them, and following up with them and reminding them what it is that they're needing help with. They're needing help with getting website traffic. They're needing help with getting their brand out there, their offer out in front of people. They're needing help. And so the people that aren't making money within any income opportunity, whether that's Adhitprofits or any other thing out there online, people who aren't making money or struggling to make money simply are of this push button money mentality, that they have joined something and now they're expecting to become rich without doing any work. But that's where it's important for you, if your goal is to make a full-time income online, then you've got to understand the power of leverage and how to generate these customers is absolutely through getting website traffic, getting visitors to your website, helping customers recognize that you're there to help them benefit from the services, helping them take advantage of the value and take advantage of the cost savings, because if they had to go out there and get the traffic themselves through the same methods that Adhitprofits is, it would be much more expensive. And a lot of people are recognizing that, and a lot more people are starting to recognize how valuable and how great the advertising services are on Adhitprofits and the benefits that they can tap into as they advertise their own business. So this is something to really look at. I mean, and that's one reason why multi-level marketing has become so popular, is because of the ability to leverage a small purchase, sell, break even low, and make significant income, again, at a low cost. And a lot of times with this type of a thing, you get involved with a team that gives you training and helps you gain experience and everything. But these are some fundamentals for making money online that a lot of people seem to overlook. They think this is the long and hard way. And let me just tell you real quickly, before I close this video, that it was actually a 2-year struggle for me trying to believe in this push button money option and promoting just a company replicated website. I was not making any money at all. And I'm just being quite honest. I think the largest amount that I made just promoting a company replicated website was around $17 in 2 years. And that to me was unacceptable, because I needed to make an income sufficient to pay rent, to pay for utilities, to make sure that I could be here as a support for my son, because he was in daycare and I was working full time, and with all of the different things there, I was only spending a couple of hours a day with my son, and that wasn't enough for me. And I knew it wasn't enough for him, and it really hurt me to see him in daycare, being taken care of by somebody who is not his parent. So my biggest goal was I needed to get into a situation where I could earn from home. So if your goal is to really make money from home or make money online, don't go the easy way, because the easy way is actually the hard way. And it's not a very good way of making money, and that's why 97% of the people who are involved in this industry are failing, is because they're not rising up to create a brand. They are not collecting leads. They're not following up. They're not getting website traffic. They don't understand the value and the benefits of advertising services. They're not understanding these things. But you can. you can understand the value and the benefits of advertising on Adhitprofits or all of the advertising resources out there. And I hope that you're smart enough to also recognize how important it is to advertise in many multiple different places all at once if you're really focused and serious about selling to 1,000 people and making those commissions and making the monthly income that you are honestly seeking to make. And this is the thing that's very important, is that you have got to remember that you need to be selling something that you really believe in and that really is good. Because there's a lot of unethical people out there that are selling here today, gone tomorrow services, and those services don't even work. But again, advertising services work when they are placing your brand and your offer out in front of real people and your website receives real visitors. If advertising services are not giving you the results you want, change the way you're positioning the value and the benefits. Tweak the way you're standing out with your brand. Change yourself, because the people that are coming to your website are real, as long as the advertising service is providing you with real visitors. And that's one of the great things about Adhitprofits, is that you are absolutely receiving real visitors to your website, and there are actual advertisers every single day who are promoting various different things, who are collecting sales commissions week after week, month after month, and continue to use advertising resources on Adhitprofits because of this type of a scenario that they're achieving through their primary income opportunity. And so if you really want to make more money, scratch the push button money ideas that some of you might have and really start to develop a real business and sales mindset. And I leave these thoughts with you and hope that this can help you make more money online in some way or another. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And thanks again for listening.